gives the Falcons a better opportunity, Tua or Michael Penix?
Go Gully.
I don't know, man. At this point, you either picking piss or shit. Really, I don't like. I don't know. I think they in the same position that they was in last year, man. Like you got your franchise quarterback, quote unquote, spent the first round pick on. Like, are you gonna give him time to develop? Not necessarily time, but like, are you giving up on him that fast? You know what I'm saying? You invested a lot in him, and you didn't have a first round pick this year, so it's like I didn't really understand the. Well, I kind of understand them bringing Tua in just because um, Penix just came back from injury. You know what I'm saying? Last year, but at the end of the day, like you got two fragile ass quarterbacks, bro. Like one of them got brain, injuries, and not to make light of it or anything like that, but he got some serious shit going on. And the other guy, man, he just made of glass. Like, so I don't understand like where they going from this. I don't get it. You just draft. I mean, you just signed the same exact guy. Both of them left handed, and both of them stay hurt. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, neither one of them you trust fully. But to
Gully, what
answer your
Tua got?
question,
What Tua got?
bro, he just got, I don't know, he got that mush brain, bro. Not to make light of it, bro. I'm sorry, Tua, bro. I ain't trying to do that to you, bro. But like, some point, man, I'm concussion catch up to you, man. Nobody trying to invest into that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, we gonna see how I go. But to answer your question, Ray, who gives them the better chance to win? I say Tua, just because we've seen him produce at an elite level. We've seen him be a Pro Bowler. We've seen him command the offense. Has he had ups and downs? Hell yeah. Is he the biggest? Is he the most athletic, most mobile quarterback? Absolutely not. But he's shown, at least he's put on tape and shown the NFL that he can get it done if the right pieces are around him and the structure is right. You know what I'm saying? Tua's a quarterback that can be a bridge, but Penix, on the other hand, like he's still young, for an example. He hasn't been healthy for a full year since he's been in the league. He hasn't been a full time starter for an entire year. So, like, it's almost kind of like the Shador and Deshaun Watson situation. You know what I'm saying? Would you want to go young, or do you want to go old and experienced, or a little bit older and experienced? So, I'm always gonna tilt my head on the older and experienced, just because NFL is so fast, man. You throwing them boys out there in the wolves, so they don't seem sold on Penix. Because if he was, you wouldn't have made the signing anyway. So I'll go to. I think he'll be the week one star going in.
Yeah.
Well,
Not to regurgitate what you're saying, I just think Tua gives them the greatest upside. Um, I just think Atlanta are they just purely banking on potential, and it's cliche to say, but when you look at both guys, both dealt with injuries. We've seen better and more flashes of Tua than we have with Penix. So I think they're going to lean more towards the guy that's shown us flashes in more dire situations or in the more recent situation. Like I said, bro, the NFL is it's recency bias. What have you done for me lately, or what have you done for me today? Granted, Tua hadn't done anything for Atlanta, but when you roll the tape and you see him playing these great flashes and these really great moments for the Dolphins, he looks good. I'm gonna give him that. He looked good. So who's to say that the O line really could be decent and hold up? And we see Tua in the pocket really slaying that thing. Oh, did he? And actually look good out there because his numbers can kind of reflect that. In certain spots of his career, his numbers can reflect that. So it's hard to go against that when you really banking on potential. So Tua all the way. And I like Penix. I just don't think Atlanta is the spot for him, bro. I really don't. I think he need to go to a team that really develops quarterbacks in a good way. Atlanta ain't the team, bro.
yeah, I think who gives the who gives the Falcons the best chance? Mm, I'm gonna go ahead and say Tua gives the Falcons the best chance. You got the second best, the second most accurate quarterback in NFL history by stats. I do like the way Tua plays. Like last year, he was shit, but that's because like you didn't really give him nothing to work with. Like especially after Tyreek went down, him and Tyreek had the best chemistry besides Waddle. But you got Waddle playing from the slot, and you could pretty much move Tyreek anywhere all over the field. But like with them not having like a I ain't gonna say a true number one because Waddle was the number one after Tyreek went down last year, but like them not having another like another sidekick for Waddle after Tyreek went down, I think that kind of hurt him because Tua is not a improvising quarterback. He's more of a timing quarterback, like a I know the play, I'm gonna read the coverage, and I'm gonna get the ball here when I know you gonna be there type of quarterback. So I think with the pieces that he has in Atlanta between Drake London, Olamide Zaccheaus, Kyle Pitts, Bijan Robinson, you got more weapons in Atlanta than you do than you had in Miami. So I think just with that alone, I think he'll have a better chance of showcasing what he can do this year than what he put on tape last year. Last year he was fucking terrible, 20 touchdowns and 15 picks. But uh, Michael Penix wasn't too fucking good either. Last year as a starter, he was 3-6. He had under 2,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 3 picks. He had a couple of 300-yard passing games, like since he's been a starter. But just the fact that, like, I do like Michael Penix as a quarterback altogether, but the nigga just can't stay healthy. I don't think he's played a full season since like early college days. Like I know, but he was at Indiana when he first came into the NCAA. You tore your ACL, you dislocated your shoulder, you came back and you tore your ACL again. Then you tore your, then you re-dislocated your shoulder, and all of those were season-ending injuries. Then you get medical red shirts. You move on to go to Washington. Um, I think maybe like the first year he was at Washington was like the only time that he played a full year, and that was in like 2023 when they went to the Natty and they lost to
Was it
and
Georgia?
they lost to Michigan. Washington. They lost to Michigan in 2023. That's when JJ McCarthy year when they had Blake Corum and they damn near ran the ball. But that's the year JJ McCarthy won in Michigan. I think that's like the only year in like the past like 6-7 years that Michael Penix has played a full season. That's my only downside to Michael Penix. I like his athleticism. I like his arm. Um, 4-4 guy at the combine. He can make all the throws, good decision maker, but he just can't stay healthy. Like Gully said, nigga is made of glass. And just in this league, you constantly missing time and constantly missing seasons before you get a chance to actually prove that you can be a starting quarterback or a generational talent for a franchise. I think you just don't have enough leverage to work with to actually like hold some ground. Like, yeah, you might be a backup quarterback somewhere for a couple of years just because you do have potential, but you ain't gonna want to be a quarterback for that much longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and ride with Tua. Like I said, do I like Penix? Yes. It's just he can't stay healthy. Now, do I ever think he'll stay healthy? No, because the nigga that's just not what history has shown with Michael Penix. Like I said, in the past 6-7 years, you only had one full season, and you didn't get it done that year. So, like I said, man, I'm gonna roll with Tua on that. But like I said, shit, we'll see how that QB battle turn out
I just
this season though.
I just think Michael Penix need to be somewhere that that they can develop him to stay in the pocket, because I think he can really be safe and not get hurt. He run a lot. He run a lot. Like you remember Lamar Jackson's second, third year, he turned into a pocket passer. You know, that was the big thing. Like he couldn't throw in the pocket. He was always moving around, doing this and that, getting hit a lot. And I think Michael Penix kind of need just a piece of that experience, somebody that can develop him as a pocket presence. Same thing. I think Jaden Daniels come out next year and be more of a pocket passer. Um, you get hurt like that, bro, you gotta turn to that. Like that's just the name of the game, and that's how the quarterback position had been played for so long, and it always worked. It always worked. It worked for 41, 42-year old Tom Brady. His last year I mean, obviously he was always a pocket passer, but shit, nigga broke a record for completions. Like he wasn't
Yeah,
moving out the pocket. So
yeah. But like I said, man, I'm gonna just roll with Tua. Like I said, shit, just the what he has shown us when he does have weapons. Said the nigga got damn near 500-yard passing game under his belt. Second, like I said, second highest completion rate in NFL history. And like I said, man, just Michael Penix, I just don't think he can stay
so
healthy enough
so what you
to
saying?
get it done.
Tua like that, and Gully over here talking about he got a Jello brain.
Nah, like I just think if he got the weapons around him, I think he can get it done. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna end my take on this. Both these niggas ain't gonna get it done. A left-handed quarterback hasn't won a playoff game since Tim Tebow in 2012.
Come on, man. The GOAT, Tim Tebow.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to end it right there. That nigga was sorry, too.